Welcome to Slingshotter. In this tutorial, we're going to complete the booster Boomerang mission. So for this mission, as usual, we're going to create a new rocket and select a contract for that rocket. So let's select booster Boomerang. And that contract requires us to reach orbit, come back, and recover a booster. So what we're going to do is try to build a 3-stage rocket and recover the first stage. So first, we adjust our 3-stage rocket dimensions. It has enough delta V to reach orbit. And it should have a correct thrust-to-weight ratio with enough engines, a correct weight balance. And the only thing missing now is landing legs. So the first stage should have landing legs, and that will allow it to safely land on the ground. Now the rocket is ready to be built, so we go to the factory and build it, and we create a launch at the launch pad. Now we can edit the flight plan, and as usual, we're going to try to reach orbit, but this time we need to save a little bit of fuel in the first stage. So I clicked on the apogee, and I'm watching the problem figure in the label in the top left. So we should leave about 8% of fuel in order to do a landing burn. So after that, we're going to reach orbit as usual. We had a staging event, we had a stage 2 burn, we lengthen that burn until the booster is out of fuel. Then we'll add a staging event for stage 2, and stage 2 is going to crash back on Earth. And stage 3 takes over with a burn. We lengthen the stage 3 burn and its timing. And we adjust the slope on the ascent burn. And at some point, we reach a nice circular orbit. So keep in mind that we need to recover the capsule. So we're going to adjust a little bit the orbit and perform a deorbit burn. So the deorbit burn is a retrograde burn that shouldn't last too long. So we can decrease its throttle or duration. And we also add a staging event. And we can see that the payload stage has landed. So the mission is not quite complete. We need to land the booster, but at least all the other steps are done. So landing the booster is more simple than it looks. So what we need to do is first create a retrograde burn when entering the atmosphere, because the rocket does not crash on the ground, it crashes in the atmosphere first. So we need to slow down with the first burn, and this burn should be throttled down quite a bit, because now the stage doesn't have any payload, so it's very light. So the engines are producing too much thrust at full throttle. We can see that by adjusting the burn duration, throttle, and timing, we can now crash on the ground. And we'll add a last burn at the very last minute with the little bit of propellant left in the tank to perform the landing burn. And again, we need to throttle down this burn quite a bit. And we can see on this chart that we are almost landing, and it's just a question of timing and slight adjustments to turn the crash into a landing event. And the mission is complete. We've recovered the booster, we've reached orbit, and the payload is safe.